Okay, there we go. We're back. It looks like I'm actually going to be streaming this as well, but I'll still be recording it on my end to have commentary and stuff from my perspective. So we're about to start the losers round bracket because we unfortunately lost the first round, and naturally we get matched up against Babam, who is on a Haunting Scream deck. So we hope to dodge Haunting Scream, and of course we get 2 Haunting Scream decks in a row. So I'm just going to stream this, and for the stream, because apparently we're doing that, and my game is being really laggy. Well, I apologize for that. Hopefully it recovers. We mulliganed that first hand because it was bad. I don't even remember what was in it. I just immediately recoiled and got rid of it. So, start on Praxis Banner. Let's see here. So, our opponent is on a very aggressive version of Haunting Scream. No Lightning Storm's main again, but much more of a beatdown focused deck. So that's kind of scary for us. We need time, and we might not get time. I mean, we have time sources at least, but we don't have time. I don't know why I played that banner instead of this banner. There's not really a good reason to. It's not really a bad reason to either, though. So we'll go with it. Yep. Spooky card right there. We're just gonna have to race it. We're going to have to race this Twilight Raptor essentially, which is doable-ish maybe with this hand. Oh geez, double Twilight Raptor is real scary. We got our Combust on. We have no Annihilate targets. Playing Xenon Obelisk isn't great here unless we follow up with Scrap Tank, which means I would want this Ephemeral Wisp to live, but then they have a blocker for it until I combust it. Yeah, not a lot of great lines here. I think our only way of winning, though, is getting this Obelisk down. So we're going to do that. Then the question becomes, do we actually block here? We've already drawn 4 banners. Our deck runs, what, 10 banners? So we're still kind of likely to draw one, and we want to play Scrap Tank next turn. So I think we're just going to have to not block. Plus, it gives us the option of using Combust on this if we don't draw power. But yeah, this is bad for us. There's no real way to mince words on that. Okay, well that's not bad. Our opponent's running a bunch of Suffocates and stuff though, so they may very well have an answer to this Locust. But for now, we'll just have to hope they don't. They're running 3 Suffocates. Alright, so it's just that's putting on pressure. Now we can start blocking with this and preserving our life total. It means we don't have a Combust target. That's fine. There's nothing we really want to combust. There's that banner we were talking about. You can get another Obelisk down here, but we're just going to go nice and wide with this Scrap Tank. And pass. I guess I could have swung with the Disciple there, but yeah, something fishy was going on. So this can keep attacking, but we can block that. So this is an interesting matchup, isn't it? It's also a nice Annihilate target for us. So we'll block that. That'll grow our Scrap Tank some. We'll start getting with that. Grenadin Drone. Oh, I could get down another Obelisk here, or we can get our beat on. That would grow our Scrap Tank. Is there going to be better Combust targets than these? Yes. Yes, there almost certainly is. They have Impending Dooms and stuff like that. These aren't even swinging, but it lets us start swinging with our Flyer. And we do need to kind of race here. We do kind of need to race. If we play an Obelisk, we can start swinging with our other 3/3s, though. Which is kind of nice. Like, we could go Obelisk Grenadin Drone. What's that do? Save our removal for next turn. Leave this back still. Yeah, something like this. They can't kill this then. They're choosing to double block. That's fine with us. They're choosing to double block like that. They're choosing to chump our 7/7. Boy, he's getting awfully defensive awfully early. I'm almost certainly going to kill the Flyer and not the 2/3. Wow, chump blocks. What do they have in their hand that's correct? This is going to make our scrap tank ginormous. So we're even in health. They have no flyers and we do. And we have 2 removal spells. This went from terrible to great just because, well, their removal is Suffocate, Annihilate, and 4 Death Strikes. And they... Ooh. Well, this isn't really a Vault of the Praxis game, is it? What happens if we just swing with everything? Would I rather combust something first? No, well, they can... Yeah, okay, so we want to combust this Swiftblade, right? Swing with everything. See, they have 8 on the crackback. Is that it? There's no real point in playing Vault here. Rather just hold up Annihilate. It's not like we're going to be drawing cards this game. Well, Haunting Scream, sure. Cabal Countess, okay. Flying Charge, Quick Draw. I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm going to Annihilate it. Wow. Alright, we get game 1, because Scrap Tank plus Zenith Obelisks is strong. So we'll take that. My client is still lagging real bad. I apologize for that. I apologize for that, but what can you do? Alright, so we're basically going to do the same plan as against Thundershot, except we are going to swap these Ephemeral Wisps out for those. Like, we took out the Annihilates, right? We actually do just want all this removal. The Sabotages are really good, though. We want the Sabotages to protect our Sandstorm Titan. The Infernal Tyrants might be too slow. And they don't have... Yeah, they don't have any... They're going to bring in their Lightning Storms and Recurring Nightmares. We know that for sure. But they actually have Annihilate targets. They have 4 Impending Dooms, 4 Cabal Countess. So they don't have a ton. They don't have a ton of targets. They have a few. Alright, so we'll keep that in mind. But it's mostly going to be the same thing. So actually, in that case, the Combust just may be better. I think Infernal Tyrant's just great, right? It's kind of awkward against Cabal Countess until it becomes a 7/7, but then it's like really good. Maybe that's just too slow, but I think we just want the life gain against them. Yeah, they're not on making 5/5s plans at all. And as you saw, that allowed us to be a lot more aggressive in the matchup. The Sabotages, yeah, the Sabotages have to be in. So it's a question of would we rather have Wisps or some other removal here? And that's a tough question. Like, maybe we don't have time to spin our wheels with Devour. Maybe we just want action, 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 action. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like. We do this. We do this. We don't go crazy on the actually, we don't go with the Combust at all. We just don't, right? It's just the Gorgon Fanatics that we're worried about. Let's see here.
Do you need lunch?
Do we want some number? Okay, the Ephemeral Wisps are useful. They have no Stewards of the Past or anything like that, right? Alright, so we still want the Wisps. So we'd rather have Annihilates or Combusts, is the question. Annihilates... I mean, Combust hits everything Annihilate does. Alright. This could... What? Oh. This could end up being awkward. I'm not sure. Maybe instead of these Infernal Tyrants, we want Devours or something. Like, that's also life gain. But I really like this top end. I think it's one of our ways to race all their flyers. We're going to go with this strategy. Something here is probably wrong. I just want to get back to playing. So we're just going to get back to playing. Again, we stole game 1, so we're happy about that. We just need to see how game 2 will go. So yeah, they're bringing in some number of like lightning storms, maybe the sabos to take out our Xenon obelisks. Hope to hit them. The recurring nightmares have to come in, and they're going to try and race us that way, and the feeding times to help with Sandstorm Titan. So they kind of are priced into keeping in their annihilates, and we just need to grab them. So we're first. We don't have double time for Temple Scribe. We only have 2 power, and we can't hit this Amber Acolyte. So there's a real chance we get power screwed here. So we just have to ship it off and hope for the best. This hand's awkward too. Maybe I shouldn't have brought in these Infernal Tyrants. Maybe we just need to be a bit faster. No real reason to sabo now. We're basically going to sabotage when we get closer to thinking they either have a good Scream turn or we need to protect our Sandstorm Titan. That's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where we're at. We might just lose this game to power screw the way it's going right now. Also, I'm really sorry about this lag. I'm not sure. Oh, I changed my recording settings and I wasn't planning on streaming, and I'm streaming. So my settings are all jacked up. That's what it is. That's what it is. We'll just have to live with that. We'll just have to live with that. I'm recording and encoding at a different speed than. Jeez, these assembly lines maybe are what need to go. This is crazy how I keep post board. I keep drawing my 3 assembly line hands and they're just miserably bad. Jeez. That's something to consider. Yeah, we got. Jeez, we can't even cast this anyways. Jeez, we are in trouble. Double Xenon Banner Shadow Sigil draw. This is bad. This is real bad. Huh, these assembly lines maybe aren't part of our plan. Maybe those are supposed to go because they're bringing in Lightning Storms anyways? Like, yeah, they're good with obelisks, but wouldn't we rather have, like, Devours to find our good cards? That's something to consider. That's something to consider. Well, this is bad because we can't even hope to draw a Sandstorm Titan because we can't cast it. I mean, these are just miserably bad here. It's, like, kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how bad these assembly lines are here. They can be good. They can come up the ground. But, I mean, that's not the case here. I don't know how we win this game. But, well, double Sabo is at least something. Wow. Alright, they have Dark Return, Scheme, Wisdom, Death Strike, Death Strike. So we don't care about these Death Strikes until we do care about these Death Strikes. That's kind of the issue at hand here. We're going to take this Dark Return, and we're going to sit on this other Sabotage. The rest of their hand is card draw, removal, removal. So just a bunch of reactionary cards that we don't have to take out right now. We literally don't have a unit to play. So we'll just sit on this other Sabotage. There's nothing in their hand we really want to hit with Sabotage right now. I can't even draw Sandstorm Titan next turn and play it anyways. Plus, they have 2 Death Strikes to take out. So we're just going to have to wait on that. And this is, like, extremely annoying. Oh, Storm Dancer, sure. Okay, Amber Acolyte's a get. It's at least something. We're still under a ton of pressure. Actually, not a ton. This is just 3 a turn. And I'll squeeze in this Sabotage at some point. I still don't think it's appropriate to do now. Taking a Death Strike doesn't matter when they have 2 Death Strikes. Taking their card draw doesn't matter. We really want to hit probably like Haunting Scream at this point anyways. So we're on a 6-turn clock. We've got to kind of find our way out of this. Infernal Tyrant will maybe give us some life gain. Wow, Pumas. This is cool. Another seat is excellent. A 2/2 flyer doesn't do a whole lot here. A 1/1 Death Touch doesn't do anything because it's quick draw deadly. So we can just line Sabotage here or something like that. 1/1 deadly trades with that, but I'd rather wait to have a buffed up flyer when it's really important. Although playing a 3/3 means it would survive Infernal Tyrant if we think it's coming down next turn, but we don't even have double fire for that. I mean, we're just in all kinds of rough shape here. Let's just play the assembly line. And what I might do is price them into using a Death Strike here by triple blocking this. That may be what we have to do. We're going to lose a lot of units, though. So I don't know if that's quite correct. All right, they're not even planning on Death Striking. They're going to sabo our sabo. It's pretty easy for them. Just sabotage or sabotage. They shouldn't really care about these assembly lines at all. Sure. And the ground's come up. You got it. Yep, so he didn't hit double fire. That's really awkward. That's really awkward. 2/2 flyer forces them to death strike 1. I hit power instead of their void. They've used a death strike. We took a dark return. They have another death strike still. They drew 3. We're just in rough shape here. I mean, we drew so... The assembly lines are good when we draw our other really good cards. They're not good in this scenario. This is the scenario where they're really bad. Maybe we cut them down to 3 or something. I don't know. Like, try and get some number... Oh, geez. They found their instigator. We're probably just dead here. I haven't checked, but it's certainly a possibility. It means trading with any of these is risky. It makes our Infernal Tyrant miserably bad. I should have thought about that when bringing in Tyrant. I completely blanked on the fact they still had Instigator. And Annihilates hit these. Yeah, taking out Annihilates was just idiotic on so many levels. Like, we'd much rather this have been an Annihilate. So we'll definitely have to go back and tinker with all of that. And we'll do something like this. Yeah, we'll have to tinker. The Annihilates have to come back in. I totally blanked on the fact that they were running this many monuments. That's a complete and utter massive mistake on my end. They're running 8 monuments, and I just totally didn't factor that in when I took sideboarding into account. We can't cast this Infernal Tyrant, so we're basically dead. Like I said, they're only getting us 1 life each. They also have a Death Strike, so 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. All right, so let's go back to the drawing board here and actually build this correctly. Let's actually build this correctly. Oh my god, I really apologize for the laggy frames. I mean, they're tilting me off as much as they're probably tilting you off. But I really don't want to cancel the stream because they're restreaming my stream right now, and I don't want to mess with RNG more than he's already being messed with. So let's actually export this and really actually do this correctly. So we're going to clone this and go nuts on it. All right. No Furnace Mages. The Infernal Tyrant seems slow. Alright. Mad a huge boarding mistake. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, so that... The Wisp can block forever, but is that good? Is that good? The Sabo bluff? I don't know what sabotage bluff they mean. Anyways. Let's see here. So we're keeping all the Annihilates. Are we keeping all the Combusts too? Maybe we go... Maybe... No. We still haven't drawn a Sandstorm Titan in now 3 straight games post-board where we're bringing 4 Sandstorm Titans. But at least Infernal Tyrant showed up. Alright, we're going to try it. I hate 2-ofs. I really hate 2-ofs. These are only really good if we draw Obelisk. Wisp at least can block forever and buy us time. It's a pretty important card. Alright, let's see here. Like, we're just going to try and beat him down with Titans and Disciples instead of assembly lines. Granted, and Drone's basically assembly line anyway. Maybe we cut the drones instead, but this can be really useful. I think we cut one of these. I think we do something like this. I think Ephemeral Wisp is more useful than either of them in this matchup. Then we trim down to, like... maybe we just trim these Infernal Tyrants. I feel like the life gain swing is huge, though, but we need to have an Obelisk. We need to be at 8... Like, we need to be at 8 power and have an Obelisk for that. Yeah. Let's just cut them. Let's just abandon that plan. And trim one of these removal spells, like 1 Combust. Like, we'll run 3. Let's try this instead. I don't know if this is better either, but... whatever. Oh, God, I messed up. Oh, God. I can't believe I just blanked on the monuments. That's just, like, massive. Like, they have all these 3/4 flyers that we could have been killing. The one problem with all this 1-for-1 removal is our lack of... I'm just going to ship it. There it is. All right. We have no fire sources again, but we have 2 of our better cards in the matchup. We have no way of protecting it, though. If we just drew Sabotage, 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 I'd be, like, totally okay with that draw. I don't think that necessarily means we'll win. Obviously, if they have a Gorgon Swiftblade, we'd be in trouble. Ooh, beautiful. Now we have something to draw a Swiftblade. Being on the play is pretty big. I mean, God, my power's never been this bad in a game before. Like, you saw our first match, we had no problems with it. Which is why we can be subject to flooding, because I want to make sure our fixing is just right. And I'm not saying I made the perfect power base. Cool. Is there any reason I'd want to devour now instead of later? We cut the Grenadin drones. I guess I would want to find fire on this turn. Just gives me more information. Do we need to draw, though? I do want to find... Oh, yeah, if we find Sabotage. Maybe I should have played Xenon Banner first, but who cares? Alright, no Sabos. We've drawn all of our Shadow Sigils in our deck. We have no Shadow Sigils left in the deck. Very odd. It's kind of like drawing 3 Lightning Storms in the first whatever cards. Alright, well, if they have removal for Sandstorm Titan, we're going to be sad. So let's play the Marison's Disciple first. See what happens. The only problem is this dies to Suffocate, which they probably took out. I wouldn't be shocked. Cabal Countess. Okay. We have the Annihilate for that. We can't live in fear of this dying forever, but maybe I should have blocked there. But it gets blanked by... Hey, there we go. Alright, so we'll do this. Do this. Cabal Countess with Lightning Storm is not the best synergy in the world. I wonder if they even brought in Lightning Storm. Sabo. Well, that makes our Annihilate decision a lot easier. Drawing an Obelisk when we have guaranteed 8 power is nice. Drawing power in this situation is awful, and we hope it doesn't happen. Gorgon Fanatique. Nice, 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 nice. Well, Scream doesn't do anything while we have Sandstorm Titan. We're just going to take this scheme. And we'll swing with everything and give them the impression that they want this to die. Is that correct? Yeah, let's do it. I'm really nervous because we have so much power in hand that I want to shorten this game, not lengthen it. We know they have no removal for this, so we'll make them have removal for it. They've got to draw it off the top of their deck. Alright, they whiff on 2 Sabos this game. That's always a nice thing for us. They have a Haunting Scream in hand that doesn't do anything. Impending Doom, which we can annihilate. Alright. That was a good draw. So now the question is, do we put on pressure? No, they have an Impending Doom. We'll give them time to draw removal. Wisdom is something that can draw removal. If they Wisdom into Annihilate, hey, good for them, right? Good for them. Alright. Let's filter. Let's see here. So they block this, but if they double block this, they have to block here. They're not dead, but they're close, and they lose all their units, but they get to scream this back. Unless I don't swing with this. Screaming that back draws them a lot of cards. Do we have more outs if we swing or don't swing is the question. Or do we want to really give them more time and more outs, though? We get a 2-for-1 here. They get to scream this. Unless we don't swing with this. If we don't swing with this, let's say we swing with Disciple, this, and this. They're still pretty much priced into double blocking this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, they have to remove this, right? They have to. I'm giving them a chance to. But, like, sitting back for infinite turns and giving them a shot to draw isn't right. So, yeah, we can leave back this Locust now. They're at 6. So, like, a Scream isn't going to do it. Yeah. They're scheming. Yeah, Scheme doesn't do anything here. Only Scream. Woo! We live another day, boys and girls. We live another day. We won the Sabotage War. And we finally drew a Sandstorm Titan. We finally drew a Sandstorm Titan. And he more than delivered. He more than delivered. So, we'll take our 2-1 and be very pleased with it. Be very pleased with it. We hit double. We ran into the double Scream challenge, and we managed to get there. Annihilate. Yeah, exactly. The Annihilate matchup certainly went down there. GG's. GG's, Pabam. Always a good time. Always a good time. Yeah, they double whiffing on Sabotage is just not a recipe for success in any matchup. So we lucked out on that end. Anyways, I'm still alive. I'll see you in the next round.